Stop traffic once again. Seems like every time I head to the Thomas house, there's backed up traffic. This little sitting room here at the top of the stairs, there was a lady watching TV. Claims that she saw a woman in a red dress walk right through this couch and into the wall. She didn't stay here that night. This is the hallway where room 37 is. The most famous ghost here, Sarah, a little girl. Maybe we'll see her this weekend. Oh man, you scared? I didn't know anybody was there. I thought I was the only one up here. Wasn't a ghost.
Not scaring enough people though.
Old photos from days gone by at the Thomas house and the property here. This deer sticking his head out through the fireplace mantle. This mantle survived the fire. You can still see the charring from the fire, and the glass is bubbled. Originally, this mantle came out of the Maxwell House Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee. Survived a fire there, and then came to the Thomas house and survived a fire here. There's a lot of old relics here. A lot of these things in this case were found on the property. I just heard a whistle. There's people talking in the background, but I heard a whistle. These dark hallways here at the Thomas house. Part of the mystique.
Sit there and be quiet. So at least everyone asks a question. We've had situations where the ghost didn't want to talk to anyone except for one person. And that one person would say something, then the meters would go nuts.
I love the Egyptian culture. So I have some Utshabtis, which they believe usually a noble or sometimes a pharaoh, or if you could just scrape together enough money to do it yourself, they would try to be buried with 365 of these, because one would come to life every day of the year to serve you in the afterlife. So I've got some of these up here. And then one of the cool things that I don't have actually labeled, you'll see in this case with the red velvet, a large scarab beetle. This is actually a mummy's heart. So in the Egyptian culture, when they mummified you, they would take your organs out and put them in the 4 different canoptic jars, and they would replace the heart with one of these. And so I've actually got a sample here. And then you'll also see in the same case, there's some like beads. There's like a string of beads.
You know, I think we have a small enough group tonight to do a group investigation there if you wanted to.
Alrighty, let's go to seance.
No, you guys are going this way. Yeah.
I told my son-in-law when I was up until that, I said, I better go to bed. He said, then
Exactly. It's like, okay, no, you're not going to realize. Technically, that could be a solution to anything. The person giving you trouble, just sit on it.
What is this? This is Cincinnati. We're heading north, picking up some chairs and ghost hunting equipment for some events. And got Shane and Corey with me. So we'll try to document this this trip. They're talking about quarantining or locking down some of these states and cities, so we're under the gun here trying to get in and out before dark. Well, let's see what happens.
It's gonna be bigger now.
Oh, who that?
Well, like they're gonna add it on.
Ohio. Head towards Dayton. Full of potholes. So we're headed towards Dayton, and this statue here used to be called Touchdown Jesus, and it got hit by lightning and actually burned to the ground, and they erected a new one, but he doesn't have his hands in the air. There we go. Dayton, Ohio. Next stop is Springfield. Can you take a guess where we're going? Dayton has the National Air Force Museum, and if you haven't been to it, I highly suggest going. But, word to men, do not take your girlfriends or wives, because they do not want to look at rivets, bombs, machine guns, and the gift shop is not big enough to keep them occupied. Look at that building. I don't know what that is. What is that? Something
That's an
federal.
artist.
Oh, it's an art. Yeah.
It says to the glory of God on it.
Toledo coming up. So we're in Ohio, headed towards the Arctic Circle. And look at all this snow. I thought we were done with this crap. miles and miles of windmills. Out here on the side of the road, some old house. Well, it's seen better days. But look at this. Out in the middle of nowhere. Not sure what this building is. Something exciting? There's the old outhouse. We're not going to trespass. It is exciting to see these old houses like this. Think about all the families that grew up in here. Generations of probably farmers. Oh, this is open. Look at that. Looks like they just up and left. Old stove. You can look in over here. Here's Shane. No, you're all right. Moving on. We're here at the Taylor Cemetery. We just found its little roadside gem. It said 1873. Oh, here's Taylor. It must be a family. It must have started off like a family plot. Here's an interesting grave. Adams. It's like a German Shepherd. Well, the temperature has really dropped out here. It was 50 degrees yesterday, 55. And now, it's in the 30s and I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. Can you see the date on it? We're really just out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's head back to the car. It's a little cold. pretty interesting that this house looks very, very similar to the Rhodes Hall in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's actually is for sale. It's a historic home, it says. All modern benefits. Looks like it's called the Hughes House. They have a concrete something out in front of it here. Be a nice bed and breakfast, or a... Hell, I'd love to live in it. Maybe even change that to a haunted location.
Not audible.
A lot of beautiful homes here. Look at this. Hey, with the chip bag.
My bad. I'm nervous.
Look at this. Oh my god, really? Hey, like that. Look at these houses. See if I can- see if I can run off the road. Huh?
What's that remind you of?
The house? It looks like we're in Germany or something. It's a lot of Germanic influence here. It looks like these are normal houses now.